Hey guys, so I haven't done a book review in a while, which was what this channel was originally supposed to be about. But I started university and it became a lot harder for me to read books. But I did end up finishing The Outsider by Stephen King, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. This was a surprisingly good book. I don't like Stephen King, which may be a surprise because if any of you know me, I am a huge horror fanatic. So I was very surprised when I read this book and actually ended up enjoying it. I read the back of it when I was at Indigo one day, and I was just like, that actually sounds interesting. So I bought it and tried it out. It was really good for the most part. It had some really, really intense twists that I enjoyed. It was very grabbing and very fun to read. I ended up reading it fairly quickly despite being in university, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely give this a good review. Um, some problems I had with the book is the characters were very Stephen King. The children were as the children tend to be in Stephen King's books. There's usually a specially special child, and then like 14 other children who are terrible. The women, as usual, don't tend to matter that much. The only woman character I really remember is the detective's wife, but she was very like, I'm wife, and that is my only duty in this story. Um, so I found the women really lackluster, which really sucked, but that's kind of what happens in Stephen King books, unfortunately. But other than that, I really liked the detective. He was really interesting. I really liked Terry Maitland for the first half of the story. I found him very an intriguing character, and with the whole mystery that unfolded with him, I won't get into spoilers, but it was very, very interesting to watch. So again, like I said, I don't like Stephen King books, but I found this one quite interesting. And apparently, this is going to be an HBO series, which I'll definitely have to watch because I did really enjoy this book, and I want to see if the HBO series lives up to my enjoyment of this. So, for the most part, the plot was pretty easy to follow. I was a little disappointed with the mystery towards the end, but I ended up still really enjoying it and enjoying everything that unfolded. It was fairly supernatural, which I enjoyed. Well, supernatural, how Stephen King's books work. Of course, there were a lot of twists because it's Stephen King. There were a lot of really interesting, like, developments in the story, and I found the plot really good and really interesting, which you can expect from an author as big as Stephen King. So, overall, I enjoyed this book. I definitely wouldn't read it again. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but for a one time read, I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend giving it a try. If you have issues with intense violence, especially towards children, you will not like this book. Because basically, this book follows a detective who is investigating a child murder, and the child was murdered in a very horrible way. There is some indications that he was raped beforehand. There's not even indications, it's flat out said. So if that stuff bothers you, like continuous talk about a child's body in that way, there's family suicide, there's like a ton of stuff that's very, very dark. So if you don't enjoy those sort of things, I don't recommend this book to you. But if you enjoy horror and you enjoy a good mystery, I definitely recommend it. So I'm going to give this book about a 6 out of 10 because I don't really enjoy Stephen King's writing, but I did enjoy the story of this one and I did enjoy the main character. So 6 out of 10. Pretty good, Stephen King. You impressed me this time. So that's The Outsider by Stephen King.